What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? It's your girl Killer K, aka Love in the Villain. Hey, tell me how you feeling. So we're doing this reading on my webcam because if you've seen my recent videos, my new camera, we got some adjustments we're making, and some things we're working on with it, or just in general with YouTube. So we just ask for your patience. Okay. Customer service is on the way. But anyways. If you're new to this channel, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button on your way in with the post notification bell so you don't miss when I go live. Because you don't want to miss readings like these. I know a lot of people like to have a conversation or ask questions or chat back and forth. I love that shit. Definitely in the level of being respectful and honorable and all that. I like to talk to people. So I want to have that too. So I know some people be like, damn, I missed the live. Da, da, da. So turn on that post notification bell. That way you get a notification on your phone for when I go live. And then if you would like to book a reading for January 1st and onward, check the description box below. It has my email, Instagram, Facebook. You can hit me up. Like I said, I have some new services I'm going to be offering. I'll talk more about that in the New Year's video. I got a couple different videos I'm going to be doing, so I'll have it spread around. But this one is about capital TEEZ. Okay, so you guys, if you don't know, if you're curious, if you don't know, here's the background. Here's the 411 on it. What's up, Beauty Within? Here's the 411. Capital TEEZ. I believe his real name is Jamal. I'll check it out. But I'll do the Google facts after because I don't like to front load myself. But he's a rapper out of Brooklyn. He was a part and definitely an inspiration and a cultivator of Pro Era. If you guys know about Joey Badass and the Pro Era group and all that, conscious, young, woke kids. Well, at the time they were kids. Very woke, very reminiscent of old school hip hop, especially in that area, Brooklyn. Shout out to the East Coast. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to New York. They were some really exclusively knowledgeable masters. Okay, they was mastering some shit at an early age. Okay, at an early age, and they were really seeing some things the way that the shit really was. You know what I'm trying to say about the Matrix and everything. So what ended up happening is before Pro Era actually got super, super big, well, they were big, but before they kind of blew up or kind of like, we're about to hit that little capital TEEZ, I said in the last video, unfortunately, but fortunately, committed suicide. And I think a lot of people, there's been a lot of mystery surrounding, did he really commit suicide? Did they sacrifice him? All these different things. And it's like really not even any of that, but it is in somewhat of a connection to that. It's really interesting. It's breaking a lot of shit down. So you guys, that's what we're going to get into as far as that reading goes. And this is actually, there's going to be messages because I don't know if they deleted his Twitter, but he tweeted like he knew he was going to pass away. He said this always happens. He had tweeted something saying the beginning on one day, and then on a certain day he said the end. So look up Capital Steve's tweets. I might even read some of them. I think that's kind of how he wants me to do this energy. But his energy was so like, he said he'll be back in 2047. Like just a bunch of things where it's like, damn, you've seen a lot, haven't you? How would you know that you're going to be back where on Earth? Like, how would you know you're going to be back here in 2047? So just even knowing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Capital Steve's Twitter. I don't know if they have the screenshots. Yeah, they have the screenshots. So we'll go through the screenshots. But yeah, the beginning, he wrote that on... Oh, shit. And then the timing, it tells you the time. So he wrote the beginning, July 12th, 2017 at 5:55 p.m. And then he wrote the end on December 23rd at, let me zoom in, 11:59. He wrote the end. So there's people are talking about how these tweets started coming up from him around certain times. He wrote stuff like, yeah, let me see. Let me check some more stuff out. Oh, yeah. Also, his Twitter recently got suspended. So there was stuff going on with his Twitter where it just kind of alludes to something bigger than, you know what I'm saying? Like, Yeah. It's just a lot of stuff. I feel like it was on purpose. I feel like there was a lot of things like, let's see. He wrote things like on December 9th, 2012, he wrote, able to shoot at 47 with his eyeball and blast right through your single-sided brick and firewalls. So, yeah, people are saying he didn't kill himself. It's a lot going on around that. Like a lot of mystery. Yeah. There's a lot of things. And I also feel like there's a lot of things that are like confusing what he actually said versus like what people, I feel like that people were trying to put a lot of misinformation about what he actually said. There's a Joey Badass tweet that says this unfortunate Xmas Eve lost a best friend, a brother, a pro, a partner. Letting go is never easy. May your soul rest in peace, Jamal. So there was a post like that. There's different stuff if you kind of like look into it a little bit more. But he definitely had like a school of new thought. Like the number 47 meant a lot to him. He drew it in a certain way where it looked a certain way. Like if you just do research on this stuff, you can find a lot of information. But I feel like them deleting his Twitter was kind of like trying to hide certain information. There's different verses though. I mean, his information's everywhere. There's different verses in his songs where he says like, you know, walking down the street, staring at my feet, wonder what lies beneath the winter. Trees, I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. No, I'm a letdown. I know I'm a liar. Hope I find her. This is a reminder that I'm the one to blame. Always to spark that night's the flame. Now, this could have also been, you know, like I said, there's a lot of information that I think they want it to be his information, but it's not. Or just like putting out certain things, because even the screenshots are very limited about his tweets. I'm going to look into it just a little bit more. I'm going to spend just a little bit of time on this, and then we're going to wrap it up on this end. But yeah, I'm kind of doing the research as, you know what I mean, as I'm, you know, I didn't do any of this research before, but his account got suspended, which is really interesting to me because I feel like, again, it's just not wanting a lot of information to get out. I'm seeing the same tweets and screenshots. So yeah. Yeah. It's a lot going on. But back to life, back to reality. So yeah, he was he made a lot of predictions about this planet. Listen to his songs like Free the Robots. He talks about how we're like robots to society, all type of stuff. Like at the age of like 17, 18, fucking 16, like just having all this energy. So we're gonna get started in his reading because without further ado, you know what I'm saying? I feel like his energy is very potent too. So anyways, if you guys have any questions or comments, like the chat is available, y'all. Y'all can talk to me. Talk to me now. Talk to me now. Well, okay, so thank you guys, guardians, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, for guiding us towards the most important and accurate information on behalf of Jamal, aka capital TEEZ, the true person, not just the celebrity, the person that we thought we saw, the true person in their true nature. Thank you, Most High Creator, Source above all, for allowing me to interpret the messages as they're meant to be received. Okay, answered prayer came out on behalf of capital TEEZ. Any information or messages he chooses to share, what he wishes for us to know about while he was living, anything else. And thank you, Archangel Michael, for protecting and securing the connection from any lower vibrational energies or entities. He had somewhat of like an urban Einstein. Wow, because I don't even use words like that. Urban Einstein is what I think he maybe used to call himself. An urban Einstein, like literally a genius spiritually. What's up? Hey, Queen. Hi, Aisha. Yeah, I feel like he literally had like the theory of relativity. He's like, yep, I conceptualized that like when I was on acid one time. Like, I feel like all the stuff I was talking about in my previous video, he kind of got a taste of that way early on. a glimpse of what we were capable of as just an individual who does music. And he put that in his music a lot and was able to like see things and inspire people, like see their talents and gifts and like do certain things or create certain environments for them to flourish in it. Thank you, Aisha. You're a star and I know it. How about that? How about we are both stars and we both know each other? So recognition in the building. All right, so yeah, manifestation. So answer prayer with manifestation. I feel like also the manifestation card almost came out reversed. So I feel like answer prayer with manifestation is like something is going to happen that he said was going to happen. I feel like I'm hearing a modern day Nostradamus, but in the way of like, he's saying a black Nostradamus. He said Nostradamus was, damn, he's spitting facts. How come? Okay. So he's telling me that Nostradamus, the predictions that Nostradamus had are real in a sense. They came from somebody black is what he's saying, and they were stolen. And then somebody else was given them or whatever, told to say it or whatever, somehow spiritually transmuted the information that the black Nostradamus knew and spoke of, and then put a white face on it and called it history. So that's what he's kind of saying. Please share this video. Like a little ripple can make a big change. I feel like beyond trying to be seen and heard and all that, there's really good information that people may need to know. Beyond just my ego, there's really good information that people may need to know or that people have already conceptualized or thought about. There's a lot of confirmation in this video. So yeah, share the video, please. Give a thumbs up, leave some comments, drop your opinions, whatever you want to do. Be respectful. But yeah, he was saying like I was a modern day black Nostradamus. Yeah, there is something to learn from this for real. What's up, Monet? Just up in here not saying nothing. Just up in here not saying nothing. Okay. No, I feel it's okay. But yeah, I feel like he understood that certain things would be manifested by certain times. So a common thing I really want y'all to peep, like if you even do your research and if you're a real true hip hop fans in them, if you already was on Pro Era, if you already knew about Capital Steez before Pro Era, whatever the case may have been, you saw him freestyling somewhere, share this to your homies in New York. Share this to your Brooklyn. Share this to the 5 boroughs. Share this to everybody, y'all. Share this shit because there's some real knowledge spitting up in it. And not everybody gonna even have the privilege to see it. But the ones that do know that this is golden right now. This is gems, dropping gems. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I felt like, so there's a song that he had called Emotionless Thoughts. Like emotionless thoughts. Like I'm thinking of something emotionless. Tell me why I peeped this a couple years ago. Remember how, and I mean, we still use this word, but the word thought, like where'd that hole over there? Like that was so basic. Like who made that up? That hole over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like thought. Just is kind of like weird. But then this song was around, I think this song came out on his album, something like Caution Wet, something like that. It came out on like 2012. So the word thought had not been conceptualized when he wrote this song. And when I read it again, it was like emotionless thoughts. And he described in the song, even though the song's called Emotionless Thoughts, he described in the song a chick who was basically being a thought and who was being careless and not caring. So it's just like, that's kind of interesting that before that shit even popped off, you already had a song to accommodate that lingo of that time period. How interesting is that? Like years before, because the word thought, we didn't start using that, I want to say, till maybe like 2014, 2015, I don't know, maybe 2013, but we wasn't using it all the way in 2012. I don't remember us using the word thought in 2012. So it was like he was a time traveler and a time jumper. Like literally, yeah, Pro Era. There you go. Look though, Monet over here pointing out the gems too. Pro Era, ahead of his time. Literally, yeah. So I feel like there's that. I also feel like there's people around him that were preying on his downfall. I'm not saying anybody exclusively in his group, but energies that knew that he was. I mean, one thing about it is when you're accelerating at such a high vibration, did you ever think that Einstein would go his whole life without being noticed as Einstein? Did you not think that Nikola Tesla would go his whole life, especially with what you start to create? So his energy started generating attention. So he knew ahead of time that they were going to blow up. But somebody did not want him to, or he didn't want something to manifest the way that he saw it was going to manifest. And there was an option that was given here, because people say, oh, he didn't kill himself. And it's very like, if I were to look it up on Google, I don't even remember what they said he did. Even when it came out, it was like, well, how did he kill himself? Did he hang himself? Did he take pills? Whatever. Like, even that was very shrouded. Like, what did he do? So I'm gonna go and look, but I still don't even know what he did. Like, I feel like it was I heard lethal dose. So I don't know what that's about, but we're going to look it up right now. Because I don't, like I said, I haven't either. I did the research way back when and forgot, or I just haven't done the research. So how did capital TEEZ die? And I feel like these Google facts, if you look at how certain other celebrities, how did Selena die? How did so-and-so die? Literally, it's just kind of like, did they really die like that? Another thing that it's kind of like another thing that I feel made it not a suicide was because he did not take his own life. This is gonna like flip the lid kind of deal. Like there was someone there with him. There was another male, and it's giving me the movie Juice, where there was the two. Look, I'm not saying look, because the thing about it is that he gave them permission to do it. That's in the movie Juice, when they're on the rooftop, because apparently on the night of December 23rd, 2012, Capital TEEZ made his way to the rooftop of the Cinematic Music Group headquarters in Manhattan's Flatiron District, where he texted a few of his closest friends to tell them that he loved them. At 11:59, he posted a tweet saying the end. He committed suicide by jumping, is what Wikipedia says. People are saying, is Capital TEEZ still alive? There was energy like around it being maybe not, you know what I'm saying? People are putting some things together. And even with the Google search, I can see it says, is Capital TEEZ still alive? Why was Capital TEEZ obsessed with 47? Where is Capital TEEZ buried? Why did he kill himself? How old was Joey Badass when he dropped 1999? Like, these questions are correlating. People are trying to put together a story that they're like asking questions about to get information. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's a lot of energy like that. But even just like, why did he kill himself? People aren't really sure, obviously, why he did it. The facts are very just repetitive. They're saying that he was buried in Cypress Hill Cemetery. I don't feel like that's where he's really buried. I feel like his body is somewhere else. He said that the number 47 he felt was a perfect expression of balance in the world, representing the tension between the fourth chakra, the heart, and the seventh, the brain. So yeah, it's a lot of energy around it. But basically what I get from the whole suicide, because that's what everybody wants to know anyways, we can call it a suicide, just like I can say, I had a friend who passed away because she did certain drugs that she knew was going to harm her. She didn't do it with the intention of harming her, but she did it knowing it could. Or somebody that says, man, you got to push me off this building, like telling somebody to do it. Because what he immediately brought up, which is only because I've done research in this and I haven't done a whole lot to connect the dots, but what he immediately brought up was the same situation wherein TDE, sorry, calling y'all out. I'm not calling y'all out, but this specific situation I'm calling out, just to be 100% honest, because we're going to be honest around these parts. And my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. So that's that. But people know, just so you know, people know. And like somebody gonna come and try to do whatever, but people know what's going on. So just similar with the Ab-Soul situation. He's a part of TDE. He had a girlfriend that committed suicide by jumping off of the tower or the building of a radio station, I believe. Steve's jumped off. Me and a friend spoke about this, and he actually brought this to my attention. The mystery school of the left-hand path. This is also in simulation. This is also similar to Left Eye. How she knew she was going to die before. She knew it. She knew she was going to die. She said she knew she was going to die. There's many other celebrities I knew that they were going to die. It's the school of the left, like the eye of Horus, the left eye, the eye of Horus, the teachings of Horus, how, even if you look at the story of Horus, how he passed, and Osiris and all these different things. So he knew he was gonna die, and he knew that it would have been at the hands of somebody close to him. So I'm getting like that scene in Juice. So he wants you to watch that movie Juice. Watch that movie Juice too, because that, he said, had a lot of correlation with his story almost. And he said his character was definitely like the Omar Epps character, but the story happened reverse. So the Omar Epps dude got away and didn't die, but he was the good dude. And I don't feel like the quote unquote bad dude who got away was a bad dude, but in that specific scenario, it was that power dynamic. In the movie Juice, you have all these friends, right? All these people, but there's one person that wants to take power into their own hands because they could have felt powerless or whatever. But it was like a spiritual version of the movie Juice. If you can imagine the movie Juice in a spiritual version, that's literally what he's talking about. I don't know how. I feel like there was the energy of like, he was really accelerating really quickly in his evolution than his body was ready for. I feel like something about him jumping off the building, he was pushed. There's a lot of secrets here about it. I feel like there's some things that are supposed to remain a secret, and there's even certain things that I'm probably not even going to pick up on. I'm going to just touch it a little bit and dip out. I'm not going to like uncover all of it, because there was some sort of secret pact that was also involved with somebody. It's like, okay, you push me out this building, I'm finna go up to the realms and I'm finna change some shit. Like some pure fucking time traveling ass shit, yo. Like some pure time traveler shit, yo. Like I'm finna change the past so we can have a better future, but you gotta push me off so I can leave this dimension and really do it. Like some real shit. So that's the surface of it. That's the surface of it. I can't even go into the depths, because we have surrender and release reverse with celebration. So it feels like somebody knows this information, like somebody's a fucking safe. And you gotta have that key to unlock that shit. You feel me? In order to know what it is that's inside. But there was a plan. Somebody made a plan. There was some sort of pact. I don't see it being like a blood pact, is what he definitely wants me to emphasize. It was not a blood pact. He was saying it was a sacrificial pact, but not a blood pact in the way where you're bonded into certain things. Like, it's kind of hard to, I feel like he literally like did some matrix shit with it, like really did some shit, like some cheat code shit, like super combo, like super combination. Like when you playing video games and there be the combos, you hit them with the up down triangle and the L2. Nah, this was a super combination. Like niggas didn't even know this cheat code existed. But yeah, there was a level of somebody keeping the secret, or somebody being able to have the fame and have the, you feel me, all that energy, as long as they were to keep this a secret. And sometimes I could eat that person up, or that group. I feel like it was a group that knew about it, but the person who actually had to do it knew more than the group did about the situation. That person is the more popular person in the group. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, that shit was mad crazy. That shit was mad crazy. I'm hearing, but we're brothers. I'm hearing, that's my brother. 47 for life. He's saying even the word for life is a version of 47. The 7's just upside down and backwards. 47 for life. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. He said that's the cheat code. That was the loophole for the cheat code, was life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If one of those were tainted, he got some mad fucking facts, yo. Like, I gotta stop and drink some water, because I'm getting keyed in to some shit. Like, he throwing me the alley-oop, and I'm like, well, I'm finna go and take it to the hoop, man. Like, period. This information ain't going to waste, baby. It's not. This reading we probably gonna do for a minute, because I'm here with it. I'm with it. I'm here. It's good. Hold on, y'all. But okay, let me get this water. talking all this and I haven't even bust out any other cards. I have literally 4 cards on the board. So he said you don't even need them cards. But yeah, that's sweet. So yeah, it feels like there was an alley-oop, there was a loophole. Because the Constitution, he's saying that there's truth in every lie, there's lie almost in every truth. Well, the way that the world works, there wants there to be a lie in every truth. But there is a truth in every lie. Fundamentally, there's a truth in every lie. So the Constitution, even though it wasn't for people that look like us, he's definitely on the pro-Black thing for sure. Definitely on the pro-Black thing. Like, and beyond that, obviously. Like, he definitely evolved and had the ego death of that. But he definitely, I don't know, it's just definitely with the pro-Black thing. But I kind of feel like the Constitution, even though it was flawed majorly in other ways that disservice us as sovereign beings, there's truth. There's truth. So basically, when you understand that information is timeless, it is like it can be, you can gather information no matter how far away you are from it. And that's even in regards to how we have certain laws. The laws and codes that we have are certain laws and codes that are in the higher realms. He's saying 11th dimension. So I don't know if he came from the 11th dimension or if he's in the 11th dimension right now, but he's doing some work in the 11th dimension. Like, believe it or not, the heaven realm is a higher dimension. But there's different, like the 11th and 12th dimension, they exist in the heaven realm, and they can exist in the heaven realm. And those dimensions are like very esoteric within itself. Like, because just one thing we got to know, as souls, we don't know everything, we can't know everything, but we can know a lot of information, and even a lot can feel like, in the grand scheme of things, to the source of all information, it's a very little bit, but we feel like it's a lot. So he's saying that he's work like that. He has some ancient work that ties into like ancient Egypt. He does ancient work. Like, he is like a part of the FBI of fucking the heaven realm. Like, you know what I mean? It's that kind of energy. Nothing's kept a secret from anybody, but there's certain realms that if you were not aware, you were not in that level of awareness, that would not be information that you necessarily could access in regards to the format of it. So he is an 11th dimensional being. Like, he straight up came from the 11th dimension, definitely worked through lives to get there, but he resided in the 11th dimension and decided to come all the way down here. And still he kept some energy of that 11th dimension because of the group that he worked in was very ancient. Left Eye is also a part of that group. I feel that. Dr. Sabi, I feel like, is a part of that group as well. So just a lot of different ascended masters, basically. But yeah, it's a lot of information. So anyways, think of the spiritual movie Juice, how that story went. That was pretty much the dynamic. And he told somebody to push him off. There was definitely somebody there with him. He told somebody to push him off. I feel that very intuitively and instinctually. And I don't even know if it was a situation where it could have been like, it could have even been interdimensional, where somebody's spirit, they didn't maybe physically do it with their physical body. They could have. That is still somewhat debated. But somebody could have spiritually used their force or their power to push him off, even if they weren't physically there, and they could have known when it happened. So there's that too. But I do feel like an element of physical, like, because I almost feel like there was a video. Yeah. The Bandersnatch, yeah. Are you talking about the Black Mirrors episode? Because that's kind of what I'm getting to, like a Black Mirrors episode or something. I don't know. That's kind of what it feels like. It's like his whole life was damn near a Black Mirrors episode. The Matrix mix, yeah. But yeah, it feels like that. And it feels like he left his body before it even hit the ground. Like, it feels like I'm seeing that. He could have also been like, I don't know if he was on acid or shrooms. Now that would be something. If he was on acid or shrooms or DMT or some shit, he many for that. I ain't gonna lie. He many as fuck if he did DMT. And yeah, because it feels like a level where it looks so much like it was suicide. And it looks so much like it could be, oh, that classic thing where it's like, oh, he took drugs and jumped out of a building. That's why you don't do drugs, kids. It's like, nah. It was so much deeper than that because it could have even looked like that. And you picked up on that, Mona. Yeah. It could have even looked like, yeah, he just did. You know, like I said, like that episode. Yeah, PSRZ, you for real put that shit into perspective because I didn't even look, you for real put that shit into perspective is what I'm gonna say on that. Because it definitely felt like something like that. I gotta go back. I feel like we need to watch that episode in relation to understanding this reading a little bit better. Like there's homework assignments within this reading to understand his situation and then the Matrix at large. Watch the Left Eye documentary, he said. Peep the spiritual aspects of it. Watch certain footage. There's a message in it. If you can pick it up, it's there. Other people know that shit, but they can't tell it. They have to keep it a secret. So he's a gatekeeper or some sort of keeper, like a gatekeeper, a portal keeper. I'm getting he's a portal keeper, and he opened a portal and jumped through that motherfucker. But it looked like he died. That's why I'm saying his body isn't buried in the cemetery that they said it was. I don't even know who that is. That was like, that's the thing about it. When I'm telling y'all, the reason why there's so much like mystery surrounding it is because it was unlike, he experienced a lot of stuff that we as a collective will experience. That's why he said he's coming back in 2047. And by that time, he will be a certain age. He'll be 27 is what he's saying. He will be 27 or about to turn 27. There's something about that number. In 2047, he will be the age 27 or something about the number 27, okay? That he told me I could tell y'all. But much else I can't really go into detail about. Even in his death, there is still needing to be mystery in it. But yeah, I feel like he opened a portal and jumped through that motherfucker. Yeah, I'm talking about capital C's pro era. Yes, yes, yes. Afro Sunset Orange. That is correct. Samunzo. I feel like he jumped in that fucking portal, and I really don't know what they have of his remains, but I feel like it wasn't much. I don't know. I just don't feel like his remains even remained. Like I'm taking my gene pool with me and everything. Like it feels like very, very different. When I see him jumping off, it feels like he flew. It didn't feel like he fell. Like he flew, or at least that's how he felt when it happened. Like he literally fucking like, okay, so this is another homework assignment, which I've been telling y'all. Christ Conscious, Joey Badass, that whole music video, that was like his ascension process. Like things started literally crystallizing in his fucking body. Like his genes started crystallizing, his DNA started crystallizing to the point where his vibration was too much to even, like, it was a multiple reasons why he had to leave this dimension. His vibration would have been too much. It would have caused a disturbance energetically on the earth. It would have caused a disturbance in the frequency. There were people that were after him. They wanted to sacrifice him so fucking bad, because when you sacrifice a high level being, you can trap that energy and use it for whatever. You can use replicates. You like this is real shit. You can replicate a soul based off the industry level magic. So, for example, an example of a replication while they're alive is like Lil Wayne and Young Thug. The industry duplicated that energy with mockery on it. Like tried to also mock Lil Wayne, because there's things that maybe we don't know about Lil Wayne that they wanted him to do that he didn't want to do. So they made a replicate because he wasn't going to go any further. He wasn't causing them problems, but he wasn't going to go any further. So they replicated it, made a fool of him, mocked him. Now he's just somewhere drifting off because he still has more years of his contract left. So he, but he just didn't go further with it. That's a level of replicating an energy while they're still alive. Now, replicating when they're dead is the shit like you feel me? They're saying new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new radioactive. That song has come up again. It's come up in some of my readings like this. But basically, they can duplicate and make a carbon copy where, let's say you're a celebrity, they decide your contract's up early or your contract's just up. That's it. That's all it is. Okay, so they end your contracts. I mean, peep what I'm saying here. These contracts are not pen and paper. They are bonded through flesh and blood and time and all that shit. So when your contract is up, you up. You know what I'm trying to say? So they'll do stuff like that. And then literally what they'll do is they will I need to turn, hold on, y'all. I just felt like I was prompted to shut my blinds right now. So I'm going to go listen to my intuition real quick. Because they just like, shut your blinds real quick, sis. Okay, because I'll listen to my intuition. I don't be arguing with my intuition. We be over here having conversation, y'all. But yeah, so basically they'll duplicate your energy, they'll end your contract, and then there'll be a new little so-and-so or a new whatever. You know what I'm saying? A new person that is very familiar of that energy. But so a duplicate energy could be Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and Lil Kim. They just duplicated that energy. That's why they were beefing, because it's like, well, now I'm the new version of your energy. That's why they do it when they're live. But if they go so far as to end your contract and do it, that's a different level of having your energy trapped. And so he basically has said, y'all not going to do that to me. Y'all not going to trap my energy. Y'all can't. So it was a fuck you back to them that he had somebody, the person that he had push him off that damn building was somebody that would have, it's like the story of Jesus. It's all types of stories in one. It's like the story of Jesus, the story of Juice, that movie, all that shit. It's like everything in one. The story of Jesus where he had an apostle, a follower who was going to betray him. And he told him, you going to betray me? He like, nah, I'm not going to do that. That's why you hear in certain songs of certain people, they always say, I'm independent. They love the independent thing. Unsigned and independent. It's telling you something. Unsigned and independent by Flatbush Zombies. That song, he bring that up. Go tell my moms I did it. Like, or it's called Spike Lee by Flatbush Zombies. That song is saying that I didn't sign no deal. I ain't signed to no major and no label. Like Joey Badass, I ain't signed to no major, no label. That's the goal, to hold off as long as you can before you sign to a label, because a label is like signing away. That contract to be in a label, that is the contract itself, is what people don't realize, and other things that solidify the contract. But signing to that label in the terms that we can understand without being on that side of things is the contract itself. You get what I'm trying to say? So imagine you generating a lot of energy. Now the industry see you. You already seen it, and now it sees you back, and that's the loophole. That's the person to get them to get to you, is that person. Imagine being that person, and imagine knowing that that person is your homie or your friend. You like, damn. So to avoid that and to change the future, to change the timeline, you got to have that person do it for your reason and your intention, not for the industry's. That changes that shit up. Because that the person did whatever they was going to do. You feel me? Like what I kind of was going into with the Absol, how his girlfriend fell off of a radio station building and committed suicide before he kind of blew up. You know what I'm saying? Did she commit suicide? We don't know. We don't know. But what I feel like that could be a situation that could be an example of the people that get come-ups in the industry, how they get these come-ups. And also how people can maneuver the come-ups, how they can protect their friends, or, you know, it's just about becoming a living sacrifice. Like, that's the path that he chose. That's the path of the left hand, by learning through ego death. So I feel like for him, that's why he was able to even do that because he had understood death so much. DMT, you go through an ego death in certain times. If you do shrooms, if you do a lot of it or a larger amount, you can go through an ego death. That's what they call sometimes getting fried, is if you don't come back from it. But if you can come back from it, it's being reborn again. So that path of death and rebirth is there's a path that he walks. There's an ancient mystery school. There's an ancientness in a sect of information in regards to life and death, like learning about it, rebirth and death and life. There's a lot, like that whole situation. There's a lot of information that people may not know. Some people choose to follow that path or learn that way. So people who do commit suicide, those people have studied or spiritually been able to, you know what I'm saying, get to where they have to go and learn something. Unbinding spiritual contracts for protection with his sacrifice. Yeah, that's pretty much in a sense, yeah, he unbinded it before it even got binded. That's the thing. Like, that's how dope he was, like, and still is. He unbinded that shit before they could even bind him or try to bind shit. And he protected the ones left over from that situation for when he left. He protected them from being binded. Like, that's what a sacrifice is. So it was beautiful. It was very, very beautiful. And it was all in line. He was already accelerating so much quickly anyway. There would have been another situation where he would have had to make a choice of leaving and doing the work and then coming back. That rebirth and death energy. So anyways, what else is going on? He's saying watch the Left Eye documentary. Watch the Left Eye documentary. He's also saying he almost recorded it. Like, he almost recorded his suicide. He said, but y'all wasn't ready for that. I feel like there would have been a lot of, he almost left. He's like, he almost left with one last message, but he realized that everything he needed to say was already in his music. It was in the people that he put certain energy and raised certain energy. Like, he raised niggas. I'm telling you, he raised niggas. When I tell you he was a father figure to niggas spiritually. He was motherfucking spiritual dads, okay? Like, I raised you niggas. Y'all was asleep. I woke y'all niggas up damn near. Period. That's a master. 47 equals 11. Exactly. 11th dimension. Hey, okay. I didn't even put that together. That's why he's 11th dimensional being. 47 equates to 11. He's a master 11. I fucks with it. Man, this is some esoteric knowledge. I love this. I feel like I'm in class right now. Like, I feel like spiritually I'm walking through the Akashic records, but I'm here doing a reading for y'all. This is fucking crazy. This is dope. Okay. Any other messages? Mind you, there's only been 4 cards put out on the board. Any other messages? Any other messages? But he's definitely saying watch the Left Eye documentary. She got a lot of information in it. We have support here with intention. Yeah. So retreat with ideas and inspiration. So I'm feeling like, yeah, there's a lot. I feel like somebody knows of what's to come. It's almost prophetic. Like, somebody knows of what's to come here. Like, in regards to supporting an intention. So somebody has to keep certain things to themselves, or, you know what I mean? Or keep certain information away from certain people is what I'm getting with this. Yeah, somebody helped him do that quote unquote suicide thing. He's also showing me in relation to the Left Eye situation. There's a video. I'm going to find the link and link it in this video once this live is over. If you guys are still interested, just look at the live. As soon as it's over, I'm going to put the link in. But and you can also just look this up on YouTube. But it's the last moments of Left Eye right before she got into the car accident, because it was literally filmed, and he's saying he was going to do something similar to that, or it would be of a similar effect to that. That there's an energy of like her knowing that she was, and you can call it like, that's why it's like, was it suicide? It wasn't suicide. You can call it suicide because you know that he knew, because he told somebody to push him off, or because Left Eye knew that she was going to get into a car crash. It almost makes it look like she damn near did it on purpose. So it's like that suicide factor. You're like, was it suicide? It kind of was, but it's like their higher soul knew what was about to happen. Maybe their lower soul didn't really know, or maybe their lower soul couldn't process it or was processing as it was happening. Yes, a martyr with intention, like dying for the revolution, just I don't know, just kind of like that Jesus energy, a sacrifice, but not as popularized, like a sacrifice for this group, because he knows that this group is going to go on to do other things, or that they're going to inspire or trigger other people, and that he's also alive within them and their music. Like some of the bars that they get are inspired by him. He'll come and visit them in their dreams. He's always coming to them in their dreams. Like he definitely comes to Joey Badass. He comes to him. Jovan, Jovan. He like, that's one of my sons. Like, he was like, that's my best friend and my son in a sense. Like, that's my homie. And don't let nobody get it twisted. And if you hear his bars in Joey's music, it's not because he's biting his style, or that's why he, you know what I mean? Oh, after he died, he bit his style, or he started rapping like him, or whatever. No, he's saying I inspired that. And I'll always be grateful and thankful and proud of who and what I inspired, because they inspired me too. Like I inspired him to rap and start writing and have the confidence to freestyle and spit. Like I'm getting like he would literally just, sorry y'all, I was getting distracted. I feel like he would literally just go outside, go walk in, like, yeah, I'm gonna go rap today, or I'm gonna go freestyle, and just find different groups to freestyle with. Just like go outside and just do his thing. Like imagine just walking outside and just doing my tarot thing, giving people readings on the street, or finding a group of people that, that's just the kind of person. He just went outside and did it. He was so connected. I also feel like, I don't know his natal chart. I know he's a Cancer, but he has mad like Pisces and Aquarius energy in his chart. Heavy. Pisces and Aquarius, heavy. I don't know his chart, but he got that shit somewhere in his fucking chart. He got Aquarius, like either an Aquarius or Pisces moon, or maybe he has both. Maybe he's a Cancer with an Aquarius moon and a Pisces rising, or a Cancer with a Pisces moon and an Aquarius rising, something like that. If y'all know his natal chart or care to look it up, I haven't. I'll probably do it after this, but he got some heavy like Pisces Aquarius energy, like master energy. Pisces is a master, and so is Aquarius. So yeah. Good shit. But yeah, I feel like in order to support the intention of the overall goal, he had to go away so that he could keep the information sacred and hidden from those that did not need to see it. And I'm getting, this has been a lifelong, like throughout, this is just like, there was a war silently going on that many people didn't peep interdimensionally as far as accessing his knowledge and knowing what he knows. So that's why the people that got to receive knowledge from him were so blessed, because there was energies and entities that were trying to get that knowledge, like sacred knowledge, occultic hidden knowledge he knew of just naturally because of the path that he walks on. It's like he's a part of a brotherhood or a sisterhood. He's a part of that he vowed to protect this information until the world was ready. So if people try to get it before, and that's what they'll do, they'll try to, like, the industry will try to blow you up before it's actually, they'll see, like, they'll look at your natal chart and say, oh, well, they're already supposed to, they have advanced astrologers and all that shit. People who've been studying the ancient shit that the common people don't even have access to, the type of technologies and informations and ways that we're correctly supposed to do it, right? So they'll look at your natal chart with all that information. If they know that you on some high level shit, that's that record deal. They've already done the research. By the time they offer you the record deal, they've already done the research on who you're going to be, how you're going to play into their agenda, everything. So they'll see, like, okay, he's supposed to hit stardom at 34 naturally. With the natural way of reading his chart or his energy, he's supposed to start it at 34. That's supposed to be the age that he has this fame. But I'm going to give it to him when he's 21, because he's still making decisions and choices. He won't be as sure of himself. He'll be able to fit, and that's what we'll need him for. 21, we can give him that stardom that he would have had, that boost of energy. By the time it's 34, we can still siphon what he would naturally be getting while we still do our agenda. That's literally how they fucking think. So that's a part of the sacrifice. It was bigger than music. it was like, I can't let them get this information. That's why it's a big fuck you to them. That's why he jumped off the building that he jumped off of, to say, fuck you. You thought you was going to get me. You thought you was going to get this information, but I'll die for this shit. I'll die for this. Like, people who are martyrs, literally, like, so much in the revolution, so dedicated to accelerating knowledge, gatekeepers, that they will literally disappear on niggas. I'm getting, he just ascended. It wasn't even a death. He just ascended. He had died already before. He already had his ego death multiple times before. He had literally gone through death before. Like, the feelings, the emotions, and came back in the same frame of period of time that he was alive. So his death had already happened. And basically, it's just so weird. The timelines are so weird. He was basically, there was a part in time where he was a part of the living, physically and spiritually a part of the living. It does sound really crazy. It does. But truth is stranger than fiction. We'll just say that. He's talking about George Orwell, 1984. So, but he said that he was a part of the living for a certain period of time, similar to Left Eye. They were a part of the living. They were, and then they got that spiritual vroom, 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 to where they transitioned to the afterlife even while they were living. So they had literally died spiritually and gone to the afterlife in a human vehicle. So the work that he did here was his afterlife work. And like I'm telling you, and then literally, physically and spiritually transition to another reality, another dimension. Like, literally, to protect that knowledge, to protect that information. And that's why he got things set up before he exited. Because now he's back. Like, there's just so much in it that is hard for the human mind to even understand. But it's definitely ancient Egyptian. And so he knew ahead of time they were going to try to, he saw all of it. He saw all of it. I don't know why I feel a need to speak Creole. I'm learning Creole, y'all. I don't know why. He's just like, qui sait, which is like, who is that? And then you could say sase. I don't know why I'm teaching y'all Creole. Why am I saying this right now? I have no idea. But I don't know. I feel like there's a connection to Creole for me personally right now. Like, if my mind, I know Creole inside in my heart already, but I'm learning it. And it's like I want to say certain things in Creole, but I don't know how to say them yet. I have to remember how to say them by like learning the language, even though in my heart, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Anyways. My mom's from St. Lucia. That's what she speak. Yeah. So there's something about that St. Lucia energy. I've been learning it. My ancestors been like, okay, time to learn the language. I don't know why, but I just been practicing. But sase, Liam. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just like, he kind of channeling through me right now. That's what's so dope about his energy, is like I can feel him channeling through me and then me coming in. Like, because I feel like kind of in a daze. It's not the weed at all, but I'm like in a daze and I like come back. Like, I think a lot of this information that you guys are getting is him channeling through me. It's not really me speaking. So I come in sometimes and then he comes in. I don't know. It's interesting. But yeah, so I don't know who wants to know about his love life, but somebody could be curious about his love life or something like that. He does a lot of like teaching and preaching, but he also definitely wants to let you all in on his experience as a human. So what was going on with his love life before he passed away, or what could his current love life be? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I just need to speak on it. All right. So I feel like he is studying. There's balance and study with his love life. So I feel like this is interesting. I feel like somehow he's going to be able to love the person that he was supposed to be with again, even though, see, this is where it be getting confusing. Like it's so high level. I feel like, okay. So he's saying, like, he said carbon imprint. So, okay. So talking about the creation of souls, since he's a part of this school of thought that understands death and life and rebirth. He's talking about the creation of souls. So a soul is created. He's talking about how a soul is created, where it's created, when it's created. So he's saying a soul is created from soul parents. All right. So soul parents create a soul, and then that soul gets incarnated if they choose to, or whatever the case may be. A lot of the souls come from, he says, demigods. So a lot of us have a parent that was a god spiritually. I know for me, it's damn near both, but my father, my spiritual father, is a he either is he's a god or a demigod. And my spiritual mother. So there's different combinations. You could have a god that goes out with a demigod. You can have a god that has demigod parents that marries a god. Like, that's how you create souls. You have to populate this is like so high level. He's talking about how God works, why we're all here, like how the God rules over the planet, makes sure everything's in balance with the planet. Like, that's a part of a reality too, that like some of you guys can get to the point where you can be a ruler of a planet. A new planet is born and you're the god of it, or you sit on the council for that planet that makes executive decisions. Like, this is a part of that. Like, us being on earth is a part of us learning and evolving to be able to do that. And then even in that godness, there's learning how to do planets. Then you learn how to balance and have a harmonic galaxy, universe. So we just think in terms of being a human. You could have already been a planet where people have lived on you or lived in you. You could have been a human vessel on the planet like how we are. You could be a god that rules over a planet. Like, it's just so much possibility, bro. Like, it's so much possibility. So I feel like in regards to his love life, he said to be continued, because I feel like wherever he is right now is learning something, like for his goddess, or he's learning something, to be a god, and usually the god energy that rules the planet will incarnate a couple different lifetimes to experience the human experience, the experience of the creation. Like, that's what we are in a sense. Different levels of us experience different things. Like, we are a level of experience of the universe, the Most High, that has come to experience they're saying the atypical ascended master, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, all them. That was God walking in and having their full consciousness and being able to experience being a human and God at the same time. Like, it's just so fucking dope. Like, yo, when you fucking really get into it, it's exciting, but with great freedom and knowledge comes great responsibility. So we have to be very aware, but it's very exciting. He's like, yeah, do y'all get it now? Like, that's the shift. Do you get it? Like, not only are we moving into a collective consciousness where we move as a unit, that's God too. That's God too. Being able to move as one mind, like the school of fish. Oh shit. So he's saying the school of ancient thought and the school of Pisces. There's a whole, oh shit, yo, this shit's so fucking dope. Like, these gems is dropping. These gems is fucking dropping. He's saying like a school of Aquarius and a school of Pisces. That's why I keep saying I feel like there's Aquarius and Pisces in his chart, because he attended the school of Aquarius and the school of Pisces. Those are really super high level divinatory schools. Not everybody has gone to those schools before. If you have Pisces or Aquarius in your chart or both, you have gone to those schools, or you're in that school of thought right now. He said we come here to learn different things. So some people, Earth is so versatile because it's not a school that just teaches one subject. You could learn the school of Pisces on Earth. You can learn the school of Aquarius, the school of Libra, the school of whatever on Earth. And other people can be learning different schools on Earth too. but you came here for this specific time to learn something specific, like a college course. Like, it just makes you excited about learning. Like, I feel like it's just like, it's so great to learn, but with great power comes great responsibility, so that we don't end up going in the age of darkness. Because there's schools of thought now, but there used to be an age of darkness where there wasn't a school of thought, or we were evolving into that. This is just a beautiful ass reading, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. This is a beautiful ass fucking reading. Excuse me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the Talking to Heaven deck, because I feel like there'll be some more information in that. Then I'll use the Keeper of Light deck, all Oracle deck. I don't really feel like, I ain't gonna lie, tarot kind of feels like low vibrational now for some reason. Like, it's the low vibrational form of doing divination, low key. Like, it's the shit talking version. What's up, Christina? I'm doing the capital C's reading. See, it's be crazy when I be trying to do the lives with the Q&A. Nobody be having questions, and then I do these lives and people have questions. So I can answer a couple questions at the end. I'll leave my Cash App and my PayPal. It's $10 a question. Yeah, so I am with the rest of the family. I am so much better now. Yeah, that's talking about the school of thought that he's on. If only I had known what I know now, I would have lived differently, even with what he knew then, if he had known. So like the level of ascension and knowledge is like, it just keeps going. It doesn't stop. He keeps ascending. He knows more than he knew when he was here. And even when he was here, he knew a lot. What's the messages? Any messages from him? Any messages from the collective higher consciousness? I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. I think he's talking about the collective consciousness in regards to, and it could be an individual too. There may be somebody, because this was supposed to be the romantic part. I feel like that's the whole storyline. He said another story for another day. Aww. Just looked his chart up, and if it is true, his moon and Saturn say 28 and 29 Aquarius. By 22nd, the ascending solar arc would have been on his Jupiter in Libra. Oh, so he definitely had that Aquarius energy. Interesting. So his responsibility on this planet, his duty of structure, what he was placed to do on this planet was to be an inventive person and have new ideas, because that Saturn is structure, how things are supposed to go, the structure of things, responsibilities. And then that's your personal responsibility as a sovereign being on this planet, where you're personally responsible for doing like what you agreed to do. In Aquarius, which would be an inventive thinker. Yes. Thank you so much for looking that up, Ria. Thank you. If there's any other information you see, definitely drop it in the chat so we can all be aware of it too. Yes. So anyways, I feel like this lover person, I feel like this is somebody that, like, whoever his love is still his love. I feel like he maybe physically got a glimpse of this person, because he's saying carbon copy. Like, he's saying that there's duplicate energies. Like, your one true soulmate is a one true person. It is. But then there's energies through different realms that can get as close as that person as possible. Because sometimes you don't always get to be with them. You may have one mission to do and they have something else. It's almost like the honey, I'm home. Like, okay, while they were at home, now you're at work. So while they're living, you're not in the living flesh. Or while they're in the living flesh, you're in the ethers. So he's saying that his one true love that he wished he had told he loved more often, his one true love is in the flesh still. And maybe he didn't even get to meet her for real, but he is going to send and imprint his energy onto the person that she's going to be with in order to experience, or, you know, be able to make it like authentic. Like, we're going to do this shit. We're going to set this shit off, right? Captain Steve's in the house tonight. Hey. Captain Steve's in the motherfucking house tonight. Hey. I'm living my best life. He like, you can have the best of both worlds. Shit. Any other messages, please? Any other messages to us? I am here helping you. So like I said, this was a higher commitment. This wasn't just a pro era thing. This was like a a part of the human consciousness. So in Saturn too, with that being Aquarius, being inventive also means you could be ridiculed, or you're the outsider. You're the person that has to do something different than everyone else. So that sacrifice he made was not only for Pro-Era and his close brothers, it was for everyone else. It's like the story of Jesus. I'm not going to lie to you. It is like giving me energy of that, low key. It definitely is. Yeah. I also feel like this person that's living, they maybe don't meditate with him as much to get, like, he like, because you don't even be spending time with me. Why is meditation? If meditation is talking about awareness, so this person wasn't aware that they were, like, they were alive at the same time, obviously, but they were just completely unaware of each other. But now it looks like he watches that person, and that something's going to happen where they're going to have a new start. Why is meditation reversed, please? For the message he has. Okay, life is a choice, is a series of choices. Choose love. So it could also be life is a series of lovers too. I had to leave that way. I am surrounded by loving animals. So I feel like he's trying to say, like, there was something with the loving animals. I'm getting like ascended, those Egyptian like falcon, like the like Thoth. Like, I think that's just the basic way he can say that he's around people that are not human, but they're also not animals. So there's a combination, like I'm getting Thoth. Yeah, T-O-H-O-T. Wait, no, T-O-A-T-H. Oh, T-O-H-O-T. Why did I spell it like that? Tahat? Damn, that's crazy. I spelled it T-O-H-O-T, but I meant to spell it T-H-H-O-T. Wait, no. What? How much? Y'all know how to spell Thoth. Okay, so it's T-H-O-T-H, right? Is that how you spell Thoth? T-H-O-T-H. I don't know why I spelled T-O-H-O-T. It's a Freudian slip. So it slipped out, but it's information. It's real. It's knowledge. Tahat is someone. And then what did I say? T-O-H-O. I don't even know anymore. Tahat. Oh, okay, so I'm getting it. So Thoth is the male version and Tahat is the feminine version. So anything that Thoth is doing and does has a feminine aspect, which is Tahat. Ooh, okay, because sis, I was confused for a minute. I was like, hold it, why am I just rambling? But yeah, he said I had to leave that way, straight the fuck up. But life is a series of choices too. So I think he had that classic decision to make. Do I save the people or live? Like, almost, okay, he's bringing up Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko created a whole tangent universe over and over again to experience the love of his life. And the tangent universe wasn't going to stop until he allowed himself to transcend. He's saying that Donnie Darko is also his story as well. The story of Donnie Darko. If y'all haven't seen that movie, watch that fucking movie. And he said, watch that shit. Like, if you can handle it. He's not saying like you need to do drugs or anything, but watch that shit on shrooms or LSD. And you will be in the fucking movie, he said. Like, you will be in the fucking movie if you watch it with shrooms and LSD. I mean, I wouldn't. So, like, with shrooms, it's like you don't really want to be watching TV. But he said if you specifically watch Donnie Darko on shrooms or LSD, I got you. Like, you ain't going to get fried. Like, I got you. Damn. This shit's so motherfucking fire right now. Ooh, his natal chart is fire. His natal chart is like, I just feel like there's so many gems. If you really know how to read charts, there's so many gems in his chart, for real. Like, really and truly. Whew, baby. Okay. So yeah, he's saying that he had to give up on being with the love of his life because it would have meant that something disastrous would have happened. So life, death, and rebirth. There's certain timelines that have to happen. He was already accelerating too quickly. Like, it would have already been, he just accessed a lot. So he's saying, take it slow when you're opening up your third eye. Don't just try to do too much at once because you will overwhelm your body. Your body has to be really grounded. He says, stay grounded. Stay woke. Dum, 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 dum. Niggas creeping. They gon' find you. Gon' catch you sleeping. Ooh, now stay woke. Don't let them Don't you close your eyes. He's saying after you woke up, don't you close your eyes. Don't you try to close your eyes. He's talking about that part of the movie The Matrix where the dude was like, basically he just wanted to have another steak. He was like, I would just kill for a steak. I don't care what it's made of. I just want to, like, he decided to go back to the reality that they had escaped from and betray his friends in the midst of it because he just wanted a steak. Stay woke. Don't be getting attached to the shit here. It's cool, but there's so much more that we have yet to experience, is what he's saying. So yeah. But why is meditation reversed though, real quick? He said I gotta focus on my studies. He said you gotta remember what you're doing this for. You're not doing this to have the love of your life. You're doing this to evolve a collective. So that road can be very lonely. Believe in yourself. You can do it. I am standing right next to you. So believe in yourself. Whatever it is that you need to do. I feel like he left his partner with some work that she needed to do. And I feel like he is very heavily involved with it in the different dimension. Like he's still alive. I see him. I see him. His dreads got longer. He got a little beard. Ooh, stop. It's like I see the classic image that you see of him, but I also see him maturing and growing. Like he is still alive. And I ain't gonna lie, he fine. I'm not gonna lie to you, baby. He fine. And it's okay that people couldn't see that when he was here or tried to play him in regards to love when he was here, because he fine. Anyways. Any other messages? What is study here for? I am not dead. What the fuck? Oh my God. Literally, this card fucking came out. Y'all seen this shit. Bro, y'all seen this shit. Did y'all not see this just now? The fucking card said, I am not dead. Yo, like, come on. Y'all can't tell me he not here right fucking now. I felt him. I heard shit creaking and cracking. Yo, y'all cannot tell me. Y'all can't tell me. What the fuck? Literally, the I am not dead card came out. He said, don't be, yeah. So, what is study here with balance? What is that? I think he could go for days. He said, I am standing right next to you. I feel happy and healthy. Literally, I'm not dead. I'm standing right next to you. I feel happy and healthy. So I feel like he is studying. I feel like he's a record keeper. Like he keeps track of how many people are born, how many people die. He brings balance to that. Yeah. Wow. Why is miracles here with power and new beginnings, please? I have no earthly worries. He like, I'm not worried about nothing. I have no earthly worries. There is no such thing as death. The earth is our school. It was my time to go. I'm so much better. Like, he's literally talking through the fucking cards. Literally. Literally. There is no such thing as death. There's only transformation, elevation. The earth is our school. The school of Pisces and Aquarius, he's saying. It was my time to go. I am so much better now. We are soulmates. We are always connected. I think he's talking to his, I really feel like there's a living vessel and a living portal that is his soulmate and was like his true match, but they just, and I feel like for whatever reason, they just had work to do where they barely missed each other. Like one person gets home, the other person just walked out the house, but they know that they can feel each other's essence. Like, I know I was around you. I know I was real close to you. Whew, baby. Any other messages? I am learning over here. As a soul, I can be in several different places at once. What did I say? So he got the ability to be at multiple places at once, but he's learning somewhere physically. There is no time where I am. Time is only on earth. I am just a thought away. I become one of your guides. I watch over you every day. Don't be afraid. Although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. My death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. But it's like, it was painless because he didn't really die. He ascended. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all could find the evidence, the whatever, and I'm going to still hold fast to this. He ascended like that. He said, do your homework, watch the Christ consciousness video. Remember in this reading that I told you that, oh shit, there's 4 people live and there's 7 likes. Yo, what the fuck? Literally 47 right now. What the fuck? There's 4 people watching and 7 likes. That's fucking crazy, yo. That's why just everything happens for a reason. Even if you don't understand it, everything literally fucking happens for a reason. Like crazy. Crazy. I heard somebody said, I feel like somebody wants to know they miss his music. And I feel like he kind of said like he lives through the people in pro era. But I feel like everybody gotta, they gotta help him to live by doing the music, the kind of music that they know they're supposed to do. I think he had dreams of them too before. I said he had dreams of them. They've had dreams of him, but shit, it could be the other way around too. That reality is a little different. Right now we think we're awake, but really we could be asleep. And when we go to sleep, our soul wake up. That's why we be traveling and doing all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's check it out with the Keepers of Light deck just to get some additional information before we get out of here. But man, this has been such a beautiful energy. So the 2021 energy he wants to talk about, what's coming up for 2021 for the collective to keep in mind. He said it's going to be a lot of love making. Yeah. Somebody could try to, it's this level of don't let them make you think that you're not ascending. Don't let them make you think that you're crazy. You're not crazy. You already know you got some strength in your DNA, in your gene pool. He's talking about people's gene pools. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of understandings about having strength and being strong during this time. He said everybody got to do their part. Everybody has to do their work and speak their truth from the core of who they truly are, their true existence. Live authentically. Any other messages? So Hilarion, divine healing, honor your sensitivity, retreat to charge and heal. Your light can support others with supreme protection. So you're healing and you're protected. So I'm getting like DNA is being recalibrated, healed, and stuff like that for people. And people are coming, a lot of protection is going to be around people. You're protected. Cords are being cut, move beyond limitation and trust. So I feel as a collective consciousness, we're healing and we're moving forward from a past that we have experienced. So we are letting the old paradigm go and we are embracing the new shifts. Well, the shift that's been happening, it's been set in place. That 2012 energy, even to now, the portals that have been opened all along the way and the new ones to come, this is a shift of where we're going because we are evolving. This collective is evolving together and it's beautiful. What are the messages here for 2021? Transcendence, Lord Shiva, rise up, honor your force, steps are being given, dance with the universe, with sacred self. So we are transcending. I said that the last time. I think that's these Freudian slips be guides and capital C's and people putting words in my mouth. Don't be putting words in my mouth. Nah, but transcending is what they're saying it as. It's transcendence, but it was transcending. But it feels like allowing the part of you that identified with the role that you played to die. Allowing that shit to just leave and allowing the sacred self to come forth. So if you played the role as this, and this, the true role that you're supposed to be is what you're going to start embodying now. In the old role, let's say, for example, you're a nurse and that was your role. You feel me? You're a nurse and it's just like, okay, I'm a nurse. I heal people. I do that. Well, I help people because he just said there's a difference being a nurse from helping people and healing people. Nurses don't heal people. They help people in a certain regard. Because help, it kind of insinuates that whatever capability you have to help is how you help. Heal is that you have a capability to change a situation or circumstance for the better. So Nurses help people and healers heal people. So he's saying, like, let's say, for example, you thought that you needed to be a nurse to heal people, and that's what you did. And then you realize in the year of 2021 that you're actually a healer. You're going to go back to being a healer. You're going to let that nurse title die or anything that comes with that. That's just a small example. Now, think about your whole life, labels that you put on yourself, things you've done, because your soul wasn't able to express itself as authentically because we were limited in belief and perception. So our perception wouldn't allow a nurse to be a healer. You just had to be a nurse. The perception would not allow, and the boundary and construct of this simulation would not allow us to believe that you can just straight up heal people. You don't need to go to a hospital. Too many people were under the misguided interception of thought and perception that no, you have to go to a hospital because that's just how we've been doing it. So so whatever the collective believes, enough people put a lot of belief in, it's what happens, it's what is. So that's transcending, and more of who you truly are is coming to be. What else is going on for 2021? Master Jesus, forgiveness with Joan of Arc, voice of truth. So you're on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. So it's Christ consciousness, literally. Christ consciousness is coming through right now. So you're going to have to forgive yourself, others for what they've done when they were in those sleeping states, in those old storylines. It's like you're waking up to who you are. It's kind of like the story's been going all along, and then you just like wake up and you're like, oh shit. Like, okay, in the movie Donnie Darko, there was a scene where those little things that were coming out of people's bodies that he could see, their like vessels, their souls, their portals, whatever. He was seeing them at the Halloween party, and then all of a sudden the scene just turns into like him and the girl, they were hugging, and they just kind of wake up and they're like, what is this? He's like, we gotta go. And she's like, where are we going? Like, it just, things just start to take off. You just realize that you weren't fully, like, you just wake up fully. Like, you literally wake up out of whatever comatose, psychosis, whatever you were in, and you wake up to who you truly are and what's going on. You fully wake up to everything, the work that your oversoul is doing, the work that other people are doing. You wake up to all of it, and you're able to speak the truth of it and honor the truth. And it says, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. This is how we embody this new reality of new earth, is that we just do it. We don't worry, is somebody going to think we're weird? Because there are going to be somebodies that think we're weird, because that's how this simulation has been programmed, that we are the anomalies in the situation. And so we are starting to trigger and tip off and light up, okay? The Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So don't worry about how you're going to do this, what's going to happen, and what this means. Spirit got your back. Like, this is about to turn, the earth and the world is about to turn into some magical fairy tale. I think that's why a lot of people are doing shadow work. Shadow work is pretty much anything that was unresolved in childhood or turned into a childhood trauma is shadow work. So we're healing our inner child as a collective, and we're able to get back to that part of our imagination where we could be in a magical fairy world and things were possible that we already knew were possible, but that the world tried to tell us wasn't, to limit us. We're going back to that. So just trust that no matter what you see, feel, or hear, that spirit got your back and you're safe and protected. And like, this is it. Like, this is the beginning of the show that we're about to embark on a whole new season of Earth. The season 10 of Earth has started. I don't know why I said season 10. Season 20 has started, okay? First episode is 2021. The newness of what we can do now, the extent of our abilities, how it's unlimitless. Like, there's no limits to what we can do, but that we are going through the process of healing and seeing where we want to be and what character we want to play in all this, and then doing the work and learning the lines and then embodying it. So it's really fucking beautiful, you guys. That was a beautiful reading. I really love it. I'm so happy. I'm going to just take a little puff just to celebrate the energy of, what we just did. Because that was beautiful. We just had a ceremony, master of ceremonies, okay? So we got an MC and a little ceremony going on. Pretty good shit, y'all. If you guys have any questions now that we're at the end of the live, if you want to ask questions, they're just $10. I'll put my Cash App in my PayPal. If you want to ask a question, just let me know. If not, we can chat. It ain't all about the money. We can chat. I feel like if you had a question, you sure as hell probably got an answer by now in whatever way needed to come from that. I kind of want to look up more facts about him. Like, he was born in 1993. So he would literally be 27 right now. That's crazy. I didn't even put that together at all. I didn't put that together at all. He would be 27 right now. And I said 20. I said when he come back, he gonna be 27. Shit. I said in 2047 he'll be 27. So he damn near living a life. I don't know. He doing some ultra humanitarian or some type of work because he's already living the life that he's gonna live in 2047 right now. Can you be in two places at once? Yes, I can. That's what I heard. This is some interesting shit right here. I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. This is interesting. Just learning about him. It feels like I'm learning more about collective consciousness and higher consciousness. Higher collective consciousness. Okay, he died at 19. 9 plus 1 is 10. So the number 10. And that path of 9, that's interesting too. I'm going to look up an angel number just to see what we correlating with. So I'm going to look up 739 because it's the time frame that I'm in right now. We're going to look up that number and see what that's all about. So it says the number 739 is a blend of vibrations and of 7 and 3 and attributes of the number 9 and 7. Okay, I'm going to give it the whole breakdown. Number 7 is a number of knowledge and understanding, discernment, and listening to the inner self, spiritual development, and awakening, learning and education, determination, and persistence of purpose, mysticism, psychic abilities, and spiritual gifts. Number 3 relates to self-expression and communication, optimism and enthusiasm, natural skills and talents, friendliness and sociability, growth, expansion, and the principles of increase. Number 3 also resonates with the vibrations of ascended masters. Number 9 denotes endings and conclusions and relates to the universal spiritual laws, a higher perspective and expansive viewpoint. Strength of character, nonconformity, keyword nonconformity, leadership and leading life as a positive example for others, altruism, humanitarianism, and light working. What did I say? I said he must be doing some extreme humanitarian work. And what do you know? That's exactly what's going on. It also says here, hold on. It says, and angel number 379. I mean, 379. I totally read that wrong, but I think maybe he wants me to read 379 too. Excuse me. 739. Well, it's the divine order. Okay, so he said divine order. 379. That's in the order it's supposed to be. The numbers 3, 7, and 9 are very important. They have like frequencies to them. But it says it brings the message from the angels that your material wants and needs will be met as you purposely serve your soul mission with love, light, and grace. Angel number 739 brings a message of reassurance that all you need, including love, support, positive energy, and guidance, will be readily supplied by the angel and universal energies as you serve your life purpose. It will be supplied as long as you're doing your life purpose. You have an important life purpose that involves community, society, and the arts. I mean, come on. Is that nasty? Community, society, and the arts? Come on now. It says, and you have a natural gift for delivering just the right guidance, words of advice, and insight. And you are encouraged to look at a spiritually based practice, career, and or profession, or heart-based service. Your heart and inner knowing will tell you whether your spiritual work will consist of speaking, writing, counseling, healing, music, art, or some other form of self-expression. Angel number 739 encourages you to continue on your path as you are successfully manifesting support to sustain and maintain you as you toil at your light working duties. Expect positive abundance to enter your life with a steady flow and be gracious and thankful for your blessings. I almost said before your blessings. So be grateful for them, even if they're not here yet. That manifests them quicker. Know that they are well earned. Continue on your current path, safe in the knowledge that all is well and you're doing a fantastic job on all levels. So this is like a congratulations. You've completed module 2020. We're moving on to module 2021, where we continue with the paradigm shift for consciousness and human evolution. Like, that's what we all here doing anyways. If y'all didn't know, now you know. Okay. So anyways, this has been the live. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I really, really hope that you were taking notes or got some sort of information that you needed for this live and from this live. And I send my love to you all. If you have any questions, just hit me up in the DMs. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check it out. The description box below has my email, Instagram, my Facebook. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy the rest of your year and keep all these messages in mind. Bye.